Most tuna fishing is double stripping. Here we go. And then strip straight away.
Go,
Oh,
yep.
Yes! Oh, yes! Ow! Oh, just short of it. Oh, a dry fly line. Swimming with its mates. This is when you want a silky, smooth drag, I tell you. Those runs, opening run of a longtail, is something pretty special. Still going. I'm just fishing a 9-weight with a clear intermediate outbound shooting head. Fish have been a little spooky, very difficult to get close to. So long casts have been the order of the day. Little pink surf candy style fly. Picked that one. I thought I'd actually pulled the fly out of the zone, but it was halfway back to the boat when the fish hit it. They must have kept coming straight at us. One of the wise men of the fly fishing world said, if you want to take up saltwater fly fishing, first thing you practice is winding. And how true that is. You just don't get to do this much winding in most other forms of fly fishing, particularly trout. So I wind with my right hand, wind with my dominant hand. I can really put line back on the reel quickly. Now at this stage, when you get up and down on a fish, keep your rod tip almost in the water. Use short lift and winds. That'll really upset the fish. That's immediately changed its pattern. I thought that was going to come in the boat, Jared. That was so close. And the fish gets up and down on you. Don't panic. Get the rod right down under the water. You know, the rod's 9 feet long. You can just follow it around the boat. Even if it goes around the back of the boat. Didn't like that little bit of pump and wind I just gave it. Short lifts. Fighting a fish through the butt of the rod here, not through the top half. If I lift the rod higher, you can see the point of bend move further up the rod where it's not as strong. Keeping the rod tip right down under the water, I'm fighting the fish through the strongest part here. Okay, got a couple of turns on it there. Got a lot of drag on this fish, up and down on it. I'm fishing a 20-pound tippet. Okay, become a real slugfest at this stage. It's only a 9-weight rod. A lot of the guys fishing here use 10s and 11s. But because the fish have been a bit spooky, I went to the 9-weight. Come on. Get some good lifts on it. Just a falling tide. They've been feeding right up inside the bay here. Coming out with the tide now. And they're just lying in the current here, ambushing all the bait fish that's being swept out. One of the keys to fighting these fish is low, flat rod angles. Once you start lifting your rod up here, the pressure goes right off the fish. And of course, the possibility of breaking the rod becomes much higher. Keep your rod low. The other thing is, don't panic. If the fish goes under the boat, which these longtails inevitably will, if the fish comes close to the boat, don't panic, like this is going to do now. Get around the boat, and it won't come in. By pulling it backwards, Because tuna have to keep moving. If you can slow it in the water, it's going to reduce the amount of oxygen the fish is getting. If you can pull it backwards at all, you really hurt them. Oh, come on.
Bit of swell to add to the equation there too, don't you?
Yeah, bit of rock and roll. Well done, mate. Well done.
Beautiful, well done, Peter.
Been a while since I did that, mate, and it shows.
And that pink fly.
Yeah, the pink fly. That's what the Southeast Queensland Tuna Mafia told me to use. Wonderful, thank you, mate. Nice fish, Jared.
Yeah, well done, Peter.
Haven't done that for a while. Longtails are found around much of Australia's coastline.